Well, from the Indian side, it has always been the desire, to go along with Pakistan, engaging them, in talks. In Thimphu, the two prime ministers met, and then they mandated the foreign ministers of the two countries and the foreign secretaries of two countries to address ourselves to reduce the trust deficit which seems to be prevailing between two countries. I think Foreign Secretary of Pakistan came to India, and then Foreign Secretary Mrs. Rao went to Islamabad, and I myself went to Islamabad, and Foreign Minister Qureshi is yet to come to India. Well, these are all the acts which go to reduce the trust deficit.
Now, as you know, we will move away from this to other discussions as well. But I must ask, because when Foreign Minister Qureshi was here, in his prepared remarks, he said that there was a huge concern about the current situation in Kashmir and people who were killed, and that the international intervention of some sort was necessary. Although later on in the conversation, he also pointed out that actually the bilateral things are preferable, but given what's happening in Kashmir, we need to really focus, because that's obviously one of the core issues they look at. From the Indian perspective, currently what's going on in Kashmir, how is it perceived in the foreign policy circles in India? And what are the steps that you think India must take, as it's taking now, to stabilize the situation in Kashmir so that, in fact, one can begin to move forward with other solutions?
Well, first about Foreign Minister Qureshi. It's with a sense of genuine disappointment that I react to the unacceptable references to the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir in his address to the United Nations earlier, and then earlier to it at the Asia Society itself. Pakistan is a country that has enormous and serious challenges confronting it. Such unsolicited and untenable remarks will not, and indeed cannot, divert attention from the multiple problems Pakistan needs to tackle for the common good of its people and indeed of the entire region. There are floods on one side. There are innumerable terrorist encounters right across Pakistan. I think just about 2 days back, 100 people were killed.
Again.
Yes. Again. And they point out to Jammu and Kashmir, where 100 people were killed in the last 2.5 months. Well, we are a vibrant democracy, and we are also a mature democracy. Our democratic institutions are guaranteed fundamental rights. It is the Constitution of India which provides these rights to the people of India, whether they live in Jammu Kashmir or they live in Kerala or in Gujarat or in West Bengal. This is the hallmark of India's credentials, to be a country ruled by the rule of law. The Supreme Court, which is fiercely independent. The Election Commission, of India, which conducts elections, which is again fiercely independent. I think the largest exercise in adult franchise, it was exercised in India.